Hello everybody. So right now we're going to look at writing one-step expressions. So we're going to get a mathematical statement that describes what's going on in our problem, but it is going to be an expression, so no equal signs are allowed. Okay? All right. So anytime you're writing an expression or an equation, but especially with the one-step ones, remember we're kind of defaulting to our arithmetic. So we're either going to be adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing. There are a few other options, but these four are by far and away the most common ones. So we're going to start there. If none of them work, then we'll start going to some of the more abstract, the more uncommon scenarios. All right, so right now we have Cheryl who has $13. She spent M dollars at the store. Write an expression for how much she had left. All right, so first step, we want to see, is this total getting bigger or smaller? Okay, so that breaks this into two parts. If it's getting bigger, it's either addition or multiplication. If it's smaller, it's either subtraction or division. So Cheryl had $13. If she spent money, is she going to end up with more or less? Obviously less, because she's spending it. So we're either going to have subtraction or division. To figure out which one it is, we're going to say, is it a straight deduction? Is she just taking away a certain amount of money? Or is she splitting it into multiple pieces, which would be division? So looking at this, she had $13. She spent M dollars. That's just a straight takeaway. That's going to be subtraction. So 13 minus, she spent M dollars, so M. So this is a little vague, which is kind of the idea with algebra. So if she spent $10, it'd be 13 minus 10. If she spent $2, it'd be 13 minus 2, etc. So since I don't know the amount, I'm just going to write minus M. All right, coming down to our next one, we have Cookie Monster, who has C cookies. He's sharing them evenly with his 5 closest friends. Write an expression for how many cookies each friend has. So this one is a little bit trickier, but it's the same general principle. So he's starting with C cookies, and then he's splitting them with his friends. So once again, it is going to be a smaller amount. There's no way he's going to start with C cookies, or let's put a number here, start with 10 cookies, split them with his friends, and each friend gets 15. Doesn't make any sense. So they are going to be getting smaller. So once again, we're down to subtraction and division. So he's taking his amount of cookies, splitting them evenly, so that'll be division, because we're breaking that amount into smaller parts. So C divided by, and this is where this one's a little bit tricky, and I'm not sure this was intentional, to be honest, but normally we'd just do 13 minus M. Up here we do C divided by 5, but it says he's sharing them evenly with his closest friends, which I assume he's going to have some for himself. So if this is me, I'm going to actually write C divided by 6 here. But based on the way this is phrased, that's a little ambiguous. So C divided by 5 or C divided by 6 is probably good.